I think that we see on AGT that people show up in the face of adversity and with a dream or hopes, and we watch those dreams come true. And they're usually on stage, telling us these stories and inspiring, the audience, kids and adults alike who sit here and watch the show. But now the world is facing adversity, and the people, the talent that shows up on our show has inspired us to just keep going. So we are showing up regardless of what's going on in the world to continue to do this show, to continue to bring you this distraction, to continue to inspire and aspire to bring you great, fun, co-viewing entertainment. So the show must go on. Season 15, and I'm not just saying it because we're doing it now, is my favorite to date, and it really is on so many levels. We have Heidi Klum came back, which is a joy to me. Sofia Vergara is beautiful and funny and charming and smart, and Simon Cowell is a really good friend and a wonderful, brilliant man who happened to come up with this idea for Got Talent. And Terry Crews, the best host in the world. We are this team. It was firing on every plug. It was amazing, and the auditions were amazing, and the golden buzzer. I have a golden buzzer now, and I'm not, no spoilers, but that I'm so excited about because it's something that's never even been seen on AGT. It's going so normally, and then boom, COVID-19. And then the audience left. We continued taping and there was no audience. And what an eerie, crazy feeling to see people come out on stage with these huge productions in this vacuous theater and there's no noise. There's no noise. And they had that. And then Heidi Klum started to get sick and the worry set in. And then Heidi Klum was gone and we were awaiting her test results. And we were scared, we were worried, but the show must go on. And the three of us were sitting at the desk. And then they said, well, it's kind of odd just to have three. So Sofia Vergara called on her friend Eric Stonestreet from Modern Family to sit with us. And he was such a joy and so talented and so funny and so gracious to show up. And we did a couple of days. And then they totally shut us down completely. And then I got to mention Heidi's test came back negative, so she's doing fine. And then we just started doing little tidbits like I'm talking to you right now, mobily. So the show just keeps going on, and I don't know what tomorrow brings. But regardless, I know that I'm a small part of the best show on television, on the internet, in the world. And I feel, even in the midst of this, like one of the luckiest people in the world. Because of what's going on, we've had to change our way of doing things. So we didn't quite finish all the auditions. So there is a portion of auditions that are coming in online. So, whereas it would have been closed and we have to see everybody live in front of us and judge from there, we have been conducting judging of people from their own backyards or from their kitchen. And I got to tell you, there's something incredibly charming, exciting, and wonderful about seeing a guy in his backyard lighting himself on fire, throwing a chainsaw in the air. And if you don't think that's exciting or thrilling or funny, you got to look at the faces in the windows of the neighbors watching him do that. Eric Stonestreet has become my new best friend. So first of all, I was fascinated to know Eric Stonestreet. I kind of knew a little bit. He had worked with my son years ago before Modern Family on another show called Scare Tactics. So I kind of knew of him, but I didn't get to sit with him. But being able to sit with him and beside him for a couple of days, I learned so much about him, that he is, not only is he a really good actor and a funny guy and also witty, but he's a magician. He's a drummer. And we became, what a bonding, it takes a pandemic to bond with somebody, but we've become really good friends, and we are communicating and FaceTiming just about every day since he's been sitting beside me. what I love about our show is that it isn't a singing show. It isn't a dancing show. And we learn things and see things that you can't see any other place in the world. Any other, being done by people that you wouldn't expect. You know, the youngest people in the world, the oldest people in the world, people from all over the place in the world. There is no rule, you know, from a 3-year-old to a 93-year-old. The question is, how does it feel making people's dreams come true? I don't make people's dreams come true. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world just to witness people's dreams come true. Ultimately, the show is about talent. It's not about the judges. It's not about the host. It's not about the stage. It's about that talent. And I love to just sit back and watch that. You know, for the first 4 years, I wasn't the judge. I was at home. I never missed an episode. You know, and anytime I hear there's like an amateur show somewhere or even going to a comedy club, I love to drop in and watch somebody on stage and just try to win an audience. And they do it. It is so exciting for me when it works. When somebody shows up and you see that awe in their eye and they're looking around and they've never been on a stage and they're in front of this giant audience and then everything clicks and they go, oh my God, it worked. And those times, like when you hit a golden buzzer and you watch somebody on stage fall to their knees, your heart breaks with joy too. It's just so much fun. I feel like I should be paying them. They shouldn't be paying me. I just want everyone to be healthy, to be happy, to be, entertained, to know that you can do it too. And AGT is a bright spot. It always is, and in these times and in this season where things aren't really going right for the whole world, hopefully, the a viewing of America's Got Talent will bring a little bit of light to any darkness that anybody is having at the moment.